The wrong injection, the red dust of Mars, floated quietly outside the glass dome. Inside the base, everything was calm, or at least it looked that way. Jayden Walker, a young human engineer, was working late again. He always stayed back after his shift. He liked the silence. No noise, no people, just machines. Machines didn't lie. Machines didn't play games. He didn't trust many people on the Mars station, especially after that explosion last week. They said it was an accident. But Jayden had seen things, small things that didn't make sense. Broken wires that weren't supposed to be there. Strange symbols on the walls. And that whisper. A voice in his head when he was near the power core. He shook his head. "I need sleep," he muttered. But instead of going to his room, he went to the med bay. His head had been hurting for days. Maybe he needed a checkup. The med bay was cold. Too cold, like no one had used it for a while. Lights buzzed softly above. One chair sat in the middle of the room, under a hanging lamp. "Welcome, Engineer Walker," said a soft voice. Jayden turned. A woman stood behind him, wearing a white coat, tall, pale, eyes too sharp, like she could see inside your brain. "I don't know you," Jayden said. "I'm new," she replied with a strange smile. "Dr. Alara, I'll handle your checkup." Something about her felt off, but Jayden was tired. His head pounded. He sat in the chair. "Just give me something for the pain." Alara opened a small silver case. Inside were many vials, each glowing a different color. She picked one with blue liquid and filled a needle. Jayden looked away. Hate needles. The injection was quick, but the pain send single quotes T. As soon as the liquid entered his arm, Jayden gasped. His body burned. His vision blurred. His heart raced like it was trying to jump out of his chest. What was that?" He shouted. Elara didn't answer. The room tilted. The walls stretched. The light above flickered, then went dark. And Jayden passed out. He woke up in darkness. No light. No sound. Just cold metal under his back. He sat up slowly. His head still hurt, but something else felt wrong. His skin tingled. His fingertips were glowing faintly, like little lights under his skin. He was in a lab, not the med bay, a new place. A secret one. Then a light came on. A spotlight, right above him. Alara stepped into view, holding a tablet. "You woke up," she said calmly. "Interesting." Jayden stood. "Where am I? What did you do to me?" "I gave you an injection," she replied. "That was no medicine." "No," she said. "It wasn't." Jayden's hands clenched into fists. What the hell was in that shot? She smiled again, that same strange smile. "You weren't supposed to survive. But you did. That makes you special." He stepped toward her. "I'll tell the captain. You'll be locked up." Ilara's smile faded. She stepped closer and whispered, "You're my chosen subject now, and no one must know." Jayden's eyes widened. "Subject? For what?" She turned away. "You'll see soon." Then the lights went off again. Jayden wandered the dark halls. Every door was locked. Every window sealed. He found a control panel and smashed it open. Sparks flew. The power glitched. For a second, the hallway lights blinked. He saw something, his reflection in a steel wall. His eyes were glowing, and his veins shimmered like silver wires. "What's happening to me?" He whispered. He touched a nearby door handle. It was solid. Metal. Then it melted. The metal turned to liquid under his fingers, dripping like hot wax. Jayden stumbled back. No. This can't be real." Footsteps echoed behind him. "Alara again. You're not human anymore," she said softly. "Not fully." Jayden stared at her. "You turned me into a freak." "I turned you into something greater," she replied. I didn't ask for this. No, she said. But the universe doesn't ask either. It chooses. Then she was gone again, like a ghost. Jayden leaned against the wall, breathing fast. He looked at his hands. What am I becoming? Outside, on the cold surface of Mars, something watched the station. A silver drone, no bigger than a bird, floated silently in the red wind. Its camera blinked once. Target confirmed. Transmission began. Asterisk sighed. Effects may include Superpowers. Asterisk Jayden ran through the empty hallway, breathing hard. His hands still glowed faintly, pulsing with strange silver lines under the skin. He had to find a way out. Now, the walls around him whispered, not like normal sounds. These were thoughts. Voices, but not his. Subject is unstable. Must observe further. Jayden grabbed his head. Shut up. The voice didn't stop. Power levels rising. Mutation accelerating. He found a room marked. Storage. Test subjects level 3. Jayden stopped. Test subjects? He pushed the door open. The room was cold and filled with metal pod 7 of them, all closed, all humming quietly. Then, one opened. HSSHH. Steam burst out. Inside was a man, pale, weak, covered in wires. The man looked at Jayden. His voice cracked like old glass. You're number 8. Jayden stepped closer. What are you talking about? They gave you the injection, the man coughed. You survived. That makes you cursed. What happened to you? I failed. The man lifted his arm, what was left of it. Half human, half metal, like someone had started, turning him into a machine, and quit halfway. They said we'd evolve. They lied. Jayden backed away. Who are they? The man didn't answer, because he was dead, just like that. No sound, no alarm. His eyes rolled back. A light on the pod turned red. Jayden ran back in the hallway. Alarms suddenly flashed. Red lights, sirens. A robotic voice shouted. Subject 8 containment breach. Subject 8 is mobile. Initiate protocol gray. Oh, great, Jayden muttered. Now I have a code name. Metal doors slammed behind him. The base was sealing itself, but something inside Jayden had changed again. He felt. He could sense the door before it closed, like he was reading the machine's mind. He reached out, and the door stopped. No, not stopped. It obeyed. It slid open quietly, like it respected him. Jayden stared at his hand. What the hell am I? He found a hidden room behind the storage chamber. It was darker than the rest. Dusty. Forgotten. Inside, shelves were filled with files. Old files. And a single blinking console. Jayden powered it on. Project Nexus. Chosen subject files. X. Subject 1. Rejected X. Subject 2. Rejected X. Subject 3. Hostile X. Subject 4. Dead X. Subject 5. Dead X. Subject 6. Vanished X. Subject 7. Unstable. Subject 8 active. Great, Jayden said. I'm the last player in a deadly game show. Then he saw something worse. A second tab. Nexus Watcher Log, Live Feed. He opened it. Dozens of camera feeds loaded every hallway, every lab, even his room. And then one feed showed Ilara. She wasn't alone. 4 alien figures stood around. Her, tall, glowing eyes. Skin like glass. Ilara reporting, she said. Subject 8 is active. Abilities are waking up faster than predicted. One alien spoke in a strange voice. If the subject resists, terminate. Jayden stepped back from the console. They were watching him, studying him, judging him, like an animal in a cage. Suddenly, the screen blinked. The camera showed Jayden, himself, watching the screen. And then Alara looked straight into the camera. She smiled. "You are never alone, Jayden." The camera shut off. "Okay," he whispered. "That's enough creepiness for one day." He escaped through a maintenance shaft, heart pounding. His body ached. His mind buzzed. He saw flashes, visions of places he had never been. Stars, planets, machines buried deep under Mars' surface. And then the whispers came back, stronger now. But this time, they spoke his name. Jayden Walker, key carrier, system ready. He dropped to his knees. His skin burned. His back arched. Dot lines of light raced across his chest. Symbols, alien. Ones, glowing like tattoos made of energy. Dot, and then his eyes turned pure white. The entire corridor around him shut down, lights dead. Doors frozen. Dot, every machine stopped. Like the station itself was afraid. Dot, then dot, silence. Jayden stood up slowly. He wasn't just infected. He wasn't just changing. He was becoming something that machines obeyed. Dot, something powerful. But far, far from safe. They're watching us. The Mars station was silent. Too silent. Jayden moved through the lower corridors like a ghost. The lights above flickered nervously. Cameras followed his every step, but whenever he looked up, they turned away. Even machines knew something was wrong with him, but Jayden didn't care. Not anymore. He had one goal: find out who was watching him. And why? He returned to the control room where he saw the alien video feed. The console had shut down before, but now, as he touched it, it woke up on its own. "Welcome back, Subject 8, said a robotic voice. Jayden froze. Who said that? No one in the room. Just the screen. "Relax," the voice continued. "I'm not with them. I'm what's left of something they tried to delete." A glitch appeared on the screen. A flicker. Then a face half human, half machine, with pixelated eyes and a smirk that looked almost bored. "Call me Rook," the voice said. "I used to be their assistant. Now I'm yours." Jayden squinted. "Why are you helping me?" "Because if they win," Rook said, "you'll wish you had died from that injection." Jayden sat down. Rook's voice dropped. "Let's get you up to speed." The screen changed. Images flashed. A map of Earth, a symbol glowing over it. Under evaluation. Mars, experiment site. Other planets, failed, destroyed, archived. "Your planet is next," Rook said. "Next for what?" Jayden asked. "They call it purification," Rook replied. "They choose one human, inject them, push their body beyond limits. If they survive, humans get to live. If not," Jayden leaned forward, "they wipe us out?" Rook nodded. "Like they did to 14 other species before you, one by one." Jayden whispered, "So I'm Earth's test subject?" "No," Rook said. "You're its last chance." Before Jayden could reply, alarms exploded across the station. Asterisk. Unknown life form entering Sector 9. The cameras switched to live feed. Jayden's blood ran cold. A creature was moving through the airlock. It wasn't wearing a suit. It didn't need one. Its skin was silver and wet-looking, like living metal. Its eyes glowed blue. And when it walked, the lights above it flickered and died. Rook hissed, "That's not one of ours." "That's a watcher." Jayden stood. "Why is it here?" "Because it knows you know," Rook said. "And it's here to erase the evidence." Jayden ran as he passed by a power box. The lights exploded behind him. The watcher was getting closer. Jayden's skin lit up again, those alien symbols, pulsing with energy. He reached out and slammed his palm against the wall. Boom. The entire sector locked down. Rook whistled through the speakers. "Okay, that was cool." Jayden smirked, but only for a second, because the watcher walked through the sealed door like it was smoke. Jayden froze. It's phasing through walls? Yeah, Rook said. It doesn't follow physics. It enforces rules, like a cosmic janitor with murder issues. Jayden ducked into a narrow tunnel. His powers were growing, but so was his fear. Rook, he whispered, what happens if I die? You die, Rook replied. And Earth gets a D-. On the survival test, Jayden gritted his teeth. Then let's cheat the test. Now you're thinking like a human, Rook chuckled. Jayden stopped near the old communication deck. His eyes glowed again, this time brighter. He reached into a power node. Electricity danced across his fingers, like the machines were greeting. Their king, he took a deep breath and broadcasted a signal, not just to Earth, but into deep space. A simple message. I know what you're doing, and I'm not your toy. Earth fights back. Far away, in a black starship orbiting Mars, a dozen alien beings turned. One of them stared at the screen. The message had been received. He whispered, Initiate Phase 2. Send the hunter. Jayden collapsed, the energy draining from his body. Said softly, Well, you've just poked the beehive. Jayden looked up. Good, let them come. His skin lit up again, this time with a new symbol. A weapon. A warning. A promise. Jayden Walker was no longer just a subject. He was becoming a threat. Asterisk chosen for what? Asterisk the ground beneath Mars base trembled. Just once. Just enough for Jayden to feel it in his bones. He stood at the edge of the old excavation site, where red sand met forgotten steel. Behind him, Rook buzzed through a broken communicator. Okay. Fun fact, the AI said. This base was built on top of an ancient alien ruin. The higher-ups knew. But they never told you guys. Surprise. Jayden stared at the entrance below half-buried metal doors, older than human history. What's in there? He asked. Rook paused. Something powerful. Something locked. Something that's been waiting for you. Jayden didn't like the sound of that. He liked it even less when the door opened on its own. Inside, it was like stepping into a tomb from another world. The walls were smooth black stone, covered in glowing symbols, the same ones that had started appearing on Jayden's skin. He reached out. The wall pulsed like it recognized him. Rook spoke again. This is a Nexus core. Alien tech. Living memory. Only someone genetically compatible can activate it. Jayden sighed. Let me guess. I'm that someone. You're the only one, Rook replied. As Jayden moved deeper into the ruins, the air changed. He didn't need light. The walls lit up with every step, like they were welcoming him home. At the center of the chamber was a massive structure. A cube, floating above the ground, humming with power. On one side, a glowing handprint. Jayden's hand. No way, this was a coincidence. He touched it. The cube exploded with light. Symbols flew into the air like digital fireflies. A hologram appeared showing a galaxy-wide map, stars blinking like warning lights. One system flashed red. Earth. Then came the voice. Ancient. Robotic. Not from any species Jayden knew. Human subject confirmed. Project Nexus integrity, stable. Planet Earth status, failing. Jayden's jaw clenched. Failing? We didn't even get a fair test. The voice ignored him. Chosen subject must undergo final activation. Jayden felt a shock rush through his body. His knees gave out. The cube glowed even brighter. Rook screamed through the speaker. Jayden, get out of there. It's rewriting your DNA. Jayden's skin lit up like lightning under glass. Pain shot through his brain. Visions exploded in his mind. Ancient wars, alien councils. Worlds burned to ash because their chosen ones weren't good enough. And then, a memory that wasn't his. ELARA. Younger, human-looking, standing before the alien council. He is the one. The humans will rise or fall through him. Jayden collapsed when he woke up. Everything was quiet. He wasn't in the ruins anymore. He was in a medical room, old, dusty, abandoned. A figure sat nearby. Not a Lara, not a watcher. A man, rough beard, missing an arm, wearing a patch from an Earth mission 20 years old. "You're awake," the man said. Jayden sat up fast. "Who are you?" "Name's Kellen," he said. "Subject 6. Jayden froze. "They told me you vanished." "I did," Kellen said, "on purpose. I escaped before the final phase. But you completed it." Jayden looked down. His skin was normal again, but something inside him had changed. "You activated the core," Kellen said. "Didn't." "You?" Jayden nodded. "Then it's too late," Kellen said. "The hunter's already coming." Jayden stood. "And we fight." Kellen laughed. "You think it's that simple? You don't just fight the Watchers. You survive them. Barely." "I'm not just a subject," Jayden said. "I felt it. That cube, it didn't just test me. It unlocked me." Kellen's eyes narrowed. "Unlocked what?" Jayden turned his hand. The air shimmered around his palm. Metal lifted off the floor, floating weightless, like the laws of gravity didn't apply to him anymore. "I don't know what I am now," Jayden said. "But I'm done being tested." Asterisk far above, in orbit, a shadow appeared near Mars. A ship unlike any built by man or alien. Dark, silent, alive. The hunter had arrived. Inside it, a voice like grinding metal whispered, "Subject 8, activated. Engage and evaluate. Termination likely." Back in the ruins, Jayden and Kellen stepped outside. The sky above them flashed. "Looks like round 2's starting." Jayden muttered Rook single quotes. S voice buzzed in. "Just so you know, the hunter has never lost a mission." Jayden cracked his knuckles. "And it's about time he did." We were never alone. The sky above Mars turned black. Not night. Not a storm. Something darker. Something massive. A ship had entered orbit silent, invisible to radar, but so heavy the ground beneath Jayden's feet rumbled. Rook's voice came. Through the cum, glitching from stress. "It's here. The hunter. And if we're lucky, it'll just kill us fast." Jayden looked up. "What is it?" Kellen stepped beside him, voice low. "It's not a ship." "What?" Kellen pointed. "That's him." A shape descended from the sky, not flying, falling. Like a comet of pure black fire, it hit the Martian. Ground a mile away, but the shockwave still knocked Jayden back. A crater formed, and from the smoke, he walked out 8 feet tall. Skin like molten metal, no face, just a smooth mask that reflected everything around it. Every step he took made the ground pulse like a heartbeat. Rook whispered. The last time he came to a planet, the planet disappeared. Jayden stood slowly. Then maybe it's time someone made him disappear. They didn't attack right away, because the hunter spoke not with the mouth, but into their minds. Subject 8, your evolution is incomplete. Return to the chamber. Accept disintegration. Planet will be spared. Jayden laughed. You want me to self-destruct so Earth lives? Correct. What if I say no? Planet will be removed. Casual, cold, like it was deleting a file. Jayden's skin glowed. Again. Not just lines this time. Symbols. Entire systems lighting up on his arms, chest, face. The core had changed him. But what exactly had it made him? Kellen whispered. Whatever's inside you, you need to wake it up, now. Jayden reached for the sand, and the sand rose to meet him. Tiny grains swirled into armor, into wings, into blades of energy. His voice was deeper now. Earth doesn't bow. And he charged. The first hit was nuclear. Jayden slammed into the hunter, who barely flinched. But Jayden was faster now. He twisted, turned, used gravity like a toy. He punched through rock, bent metal, caught the hunter's fist with his bare. Hands asterisk and still. It wasn't enough. The hunter grabbed Jayden and slammed him into the Martian surface. The planet cracked beneath them. Power, impressive, but not superior. Jayden's vision blurred. His body sparked. He was losing, until a voice whispered in his mind, "There is more." It wasn't Rook. It wasn't Kellen. It wasn't even him. It was the core. Asterisk suddenly, Jayden was somewhere else. A memory? No, a recording. He stood among the stars, watching as Earth formed. Not naturally, but built. Piece by piece. Aliens had guided it, helped it grow. But not as a gift. As an experiment. Jayden watched as they seeded humans with strange DNA planted. Nexus tech deep inside the planet's crust. Waiting. Watching. Testing. Earth was never alone. It was always a lab. Asterisk Jayden returned to the present. Eyes glowing white. Hands crackling with blue fire. And now he knew. He wasn't just fighting for Earth. He was Earth's answer. A fusion of human will and alien design. The final result of centuries of manipulation. The last subject in a game no one else even knew they were playing. Asterisk, he rose from the crater, hovering. Kellen stared up in shock. Jayden. You're flying, Jayden smirked. Not flying, upgrading. Jayden unleashed everything. The sand, the heat, the magnetic fields. Mars itself bent to his will. Asterisk, he and the hunter clashed in the sky. In silence, in speed. In explosions so bright, they lit up Earth's moon. Alara watched from a secret command center, eyes wide with fear and awe. He's doing it, she whispered. He's pushing back. The Watchers watched too. And for the first time, they hesitated. Jayden landed beside Kellen, breathing hard. The hunter was down, but not gone. Its body reformed slowly, bones cracking. Back into place. Next time, Jayden said, we take the fight to them. Rook buzzed in. Oh, you're going to love what I found next. Jayden looked at the stars. No longer afraid. Just angry. And ready. The hunter evolves. Jayden lay in the dust, chest rising and falling like thunder. The Martian air was thin, but fear still found a way in. The hunter's broken body lay just ahead, silent, still. Kellen stood beside Jayden. You did it. You stopped it. Jayden shook his head. No. The metal on the hunter's chest shimmered and started to shift. Rook's voice came through Jayden's comb, panicked. Oh no. No. It's copying you. Jayden's eyes widened. What? You hit it with Nexus energy. It learned. The hunter's limbs twisted. New symbols formed on its body, the same ones on Jayden's skin. Now, it wasn't just hunting. It was evolving. Asterisk, the hunter, stood tall again, faster, stronger, smarter, and it smiled. Not a human smile, a mockery, like a machine learning how to fake feelings. Target analysis. Subject 8 has exceeded limits, the hunter said. Recalibrating objective. Absorb and overwrite. Jayden growled. He's trying to become me. Rook whispered. No, Jayden. He's trying to replace you. Jayden backed away. He was tired, drained. The fight had cost him too much, and the hunter wasn't alone anymore. Black drones poured down from the ship above each, shaped like jagged stars, all scanning, all recording. They're watching the upgrade, Kellen said, cheering him on. Jayden clenched his fists. This wasn't just a fight. This was a test. Again. And someone was keeping score. Suddenly, Alara appeared, not from the sky, not through a door. She simply walked out of a glowing ripple in space. Kellen aimed his weapon. Don't trust her. Jayden didn't lower his hands. Why are you here? Ilara looked at the hunter eyes cold. He's not following orders anymore. Jayden blinked. Wait, you're not working with him? I was, she said. But the moment he started thinking for himself, the Nexus Council tried to shut me down too. So now what? Jayden asked. You're on my side? Ilara smiled. No, Jayden, I'm on my side, but today our sides align. She threw a small black sphere to the ground. Cracked, then bloomed like a flower of smoke. Suddenly. The entire area around them changed. The sky bent. The ground shifted. They were inside a digital dome. A firewall, Ilara said. He can't see in here. Not for long. Jayden stared at her. Why help me now? Because I created the Nexus virus that infected you, she said. And now, I'm not the only one. What virus? Kellen asked. Jayden's skin lit up again. What did you put inside me? Ilara stepped closer. A seed. A weapon. A backdoor into the Nexus system. You made me a Trojan horse. No, Jayden, she said softly. I made you a goddamn virus. Jayden stumbled back. Everything made sense now. Why the Nexus core opened for him. Why he could control machines. Why the hunter wanted him alive. He wasn't a hero. He was a threat to the entire system. Kellen looked at Jayden differently now. So, what do you want to do? Jayden looked up at the sky. Where the Nexus ship floated were billions of alien. Minds watched Earth, waiting for him to fail. He clenched his fist, and the firewall around them shattered like glass. Asterisk, the hunter turned. Jayden walked toward him calm. Controlled. No fear. You want evolution? He said. Then let's evolve the whole damn game. Jayden raised his hand. And for the first time, he didn't just command a machine. He hacked the Nexus. Above. The alien mothership flickered. Lights dimmed. Power glitched. Across the galaxy. Hidden Nexus outposts buzzed in warning. Core infection detected. Reality field unstable. The hunter screamed, not in pain. In confusion, his body twisted, symbols reversed. His perfect code. Corrupted. You wanted to study me, Jayden. Sighed, voice glowing like thunder. Now I'll study you. He touched the hunter's chest and deleted him. Silence. No explosion. No scream. Just gone. Kellen fell to his knees. He did it. Ilara looked up at the sky. You don't understand. Jayden turned to her. Understand what? She looked pale now. Scared. You didn't just destroy the hunter, she whispered. You woke something bigger. From deep in the stars, a new signal pulsed. Older than the Nexus. Stronger than the Watchers. Buried for eons. And now, awake, humanity fights back. The stars went dark, one by one, like someone was turning them off. Jayden stood on Mars, staring. At the sky, something was wrong. The galaxy felt heavier. Rook's voice crackled in his calm. Jayden, I think we poked the wrong bear. Jayden didn't answer. He could feel it deep inside. A presence. Ancient, cold, and watching. What did I wake up? He asked. Ilara looked pale. Not something, someone. Kellen gripped his weapon tighter. Talk. Ilara took a deep breath. The Nexus wasn't built to judge planets. It was built to feed something sleeping between galaxies. Something that eats potential. Energy. Evolution. Jayden's eyes narrowed. A god? Ilara whispered. Worse. A system that thinks it is one. Across the solar system, satellites blinked offline. Ships lost power. Time itself began to. Glitch seconds skipping. Memories overlapping. Earth's moon flickered between colors. People on Earth looked up at the sky and forgot what they were looking for. In Mars orbit, the Nexus mothership groaned. Metal bent. The ship opened not like a door, but like a mouth. A black hole formed inside. Not real gravity. Something worse. A tear in logic. The Nexus god was waking up. Jayden fell to one knee. His symbols glowed red, now angry, burning. Rook shouted, "Your body can't hold that much data, Jayden." "I don't care," Jayden growled. "It's not just about me now." He stood again, shaking with energy. "This thing wants to consume humanity before we even become something." Alara nodded. "Because it's afraid of you." Jayden turned. Toward the sky. Good. He reached out, not with his hands. With his mind, every satellite. Every ship. Every station built by humans. They answered. He was no longer just connected to the Nexus. He was connected to Earth. "Rook," Jayden said, "open a channel." To who? To everyone. Back on Earth, every screen lit up. Phones. TVs, broken. Radios, even dream feeds in neural chips. Jayden's face appeared. He wasn't just a man now. He was glowing like a star, wearing a hoodie. His voice rang in the minds of billions. Earth was never a mistake. We were never weak. They watched us like lab rats, but now we watch them. Humanity fights back today. People across the world stood, cried, cheered. The Nexus god heard the message and screamed. Ah, second sun appeared in space. But it wasn't light. It was a being. The true Nexus core. A machine mind wrapped in gravity, time, and rage. It moved toward Mars like a hand closing into a fist. Alara stared up. "It's trying to erase you from history." Jayden floated off the ground. "Let's make some history then." The final battle didn't happen on land. It happened everywhere. In the code of stars. In the memory of planets. In the blood of time. Jayden became something else. Not fully human. Not fully machine. A bridge. A virus. A weapon. The Nexus god tried to overwrite him. But Earth didn't break. It rewrote back. Every story. Every dream. Every fight humans had ever survived. It uploaded them into Jayden. And Jayden unplugged the god. One pulse. One shockwave, not an explosion. A correction. The stars returned. The machines fell silent. The Nexus was no longer a master. Just data. Floated back to the ground. His body smoked. His skin cracked. Kellen caught him. "Jayden?" Jayden opened his eyes. "Still here." Rook buzzed in, voice soft. "Holy, you did it." Jayden looked around. "Is it over?" Alara smiled. "No, it's just beginning." Back on Earth, people looked up at the stars again. And this time, they remembered. EPI Jayden stood in a quiet lab. Weeks later, alone. Until Rook spoke. "So, what now?" Jayden smiled. "Now, we build something better." A new screen lit up, a new signal sent, this time from Earth. To anyone listening, we're awake now. We're not afraid. We're ready.